Thank you, and good evening, everybody. The last time I addressed many of you was actually before the Victorian state election. And at that time, our community sent a very clear message to the Liberals from us right here. But that message has been completely ignored at a federal level. So tonight, we have a time to send, an opportunity to send the message again. And this time, if I'm successful, I hope to deliver that message in Parliament with your voice in Canberra. We want action on climate change, and we want it now. So today's topic is climate change, the issue of the moment. And despite very convincing and compelling utterances from the previous speakers, actually the answer is no. The issue of the moment is frankly integrity. That's the issue. Integrity, being honest, and having moral principles. Now, if your politicians don't have integrity, they can't implement policies to address climate change or any other policies and address the social issues that we face. Climate change is actually a symptom of a failing political system led by politicians who are addicted to donations and their own self-interest above all else. They don't really care. They care more about their jobs, they care more about the opinion polls and their political perks than they do about you or I. Now, when we get around to climate change, the need to address climate change is actually well understood. It's obvious, and my credentials in this space are well known. We know we need to act fast and we need to act to reduce emissions, but the current government's policies won't do the job. We know what action we have to take, and we can take that whilst protecting our economy and our trade-exposed industries. We know we need to encourage other nations to act by taking action ourselves. And we understand the costs, and we understand that the transition to clean energy future is far less expensive than failing to act. So, with the greatest respect to our hard-working current member for Kooyong, I do question his moral compass that seems to spin between pleasing big donors and internal factions whilst sacrificing your future to protect his own. As Greta Thunberg said, it is a strange world. Today in politics, it seems the more skillful you are at dodging questions and the more devious you are with your answers, then the better you are as a politician. And I don't believe this electorate wants that. I think the voters of Kooyong are not fools and they want to stop the games. So our Member of Parliament sent to you all, at a cost of $100,000 of taxpayers, a letter designed to give you the impression that he cared about the environment, that climate change was real and that they were taking action, but it was just more spin. Let's not be fooled here. The Liberals proposed a climate solution package that is no solution at all. The letter was to give you an indication or an impression that national emissions were going down. They're not. They claim that Snowy is going to deliver 2,000 megawatts of renewable energy. It's not. It's going to take more energy to put it back up the hill than you're going to get coming down. They said they're going to develop an electric car strategy, and what do this week? They go out and attack Labor, who has actually announced an electric car strategy. He'll claim that there's record investment in renewables under this government, and it's only occurred as a result of the renewable energy target, a policy this government wanted to abolish. He'll then claim lots of climate action is being taken under this government in the name of the CEFC and ARENA, two entities that they tried to abolish twice. He will totally ignore the actual emissions, but instead references to the difference between forecast emissions and per capita emissions. Well, simply, if actual emissions are rising, you're not likely to hit a lower target, are you? So I offer a very clear alternative. As an independent here, I intend to represent you with integrity and with a vision for this country. I want an Australia that we can all be proud of. Instead, we've become a pariah in our treatment, in the way we treat asylum seekers, and now we're a shameful member of the axis of environmental evil. So ladies and gentlemen, I put it to you that whilst climate change is a critical issue and the appalling lack of progress on emissions is terrible. It is really a lack of integrity, because without integrity, there is no trust, and without integrity, there's no honesty, and we can have no leadership in this country, no leadership on climate change, and no leadership as a nation. Climate change will never be addressed by this far-right Liberal Party, because they're on the take of fossil donors. This government must be voted out, and past and present environment ministers that have failed to act with integrity and take meaningful action on climate change need to go with them. Thank you.